At this point, we've implemented tabs and they're looking fine. However, we've lost our navigation parameters. If we come back here, you can see I clicked DC Thunder, and we used to have DC Thunder nicely displaying in the title, and we don't see that anymore. We need to fix that now. First of all, the team homepage needs to be aware of the parameters DC Thunder, but not only that, we also need to make sure that these tab subpages have access to that navigation parameter as well. The first issue is relatively straightforward. We're going to add a team property right here at the top, and we're going to use navparams just like we've used them previously. So I'll put it in the import statement as well as inject it into the constructor. And in the constructor, I can say this.team equals this.navparams.data. Also, in team homepage HTML, instead of just saying team home, we want this to say team.name. Now let's run it to make sure that what we've done so far is working. Here we'll click DC Thunder. And sure enough, we can see DC Thunder right at the top. And actually, now that I'm seeing this, I realize we don't have the blue nav bar. Let's add that real quick. Okay, now we have the blue nav bar there. So we've got the team home knowing about the nav parameters. However, if you remember, this console statement that we put here was from the team detail, and this is still showing an empty object. Let's fix that next. And just to be 100% clear, let's come here under the team detail. Let's put an H3, and we'll say name is team.name. So we still have DC Thunder there, of course, but the name is empty. So just like we have nothing in the console, we still see that we have nothing displayed for the name here. Essentially what we need to have happen here is that the team property that we know we already have access to as part of the team page, we need to pass that into the tabs. In order to do that, what we have to do is use the root params property. This attribute is how we can pass it in. So we'll just say team right here. I'll copy that and I'll paste it right in here. So we're using the root params attribute to send the team into these subpages. If we open this page right here, it's now going to be a nav parameter, just as if we pushed in that nav parameter using the normal nav.push method. Let's click DC Thunder. And sure enough, now we can see DC Thunder is being passed in not only to the team homepage, but also to the tab subpage. And sure enough, we no longer have an empty object printed out to the console either. Although passing parameters into tab pages isn't necessarily an everyday thing that you're going to need to do, it's definitely important to know because in real world applications, it will come up.